Good morning, everyone, and welcome to AMHQ Early. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jen Carfagno. A lot to get to this morning, including 14 million people under a threat for severe weather today on this Monday. And we also can see more flooding issues in the Gulf states this week, and we'll break down the temperature stories, records possible for you tomorrow. We're going to start, though, with the severe weather. And now we're really starting to see the brunt of that a week after the heavy rain. You can see in Jackson, we're going up. We're going to be up here at major flood stage, or moderate flood stage, I should say, through at least midweek, if not to the end of the week, forecasting a crest of 34 feet here with impacts. All right, for other big weather stories that we're tracking across the country, let's go over to Anna Rittis.
We say Mississippi. Good morning, Jen. Good morning to you at home, where FEMA is fanning out across
fog out there all across the Midwest here. And to give you a time check, by the way, since we are now in daylight saving time, it is 4:07 in the Midwest right now. Now, Fargo, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, Kansas City, Wichita, look at this huge stretch of real estate that is under dense fog advisories. Visibility already down to 1/4 of a mile. It may go lower. You get lower than 1/4 of a mile and it starts to be a challenge driving. If you're not used to where you're at here, you don't have your usual landmarks, you're going to certainly be having some issues this morning. All right, so fog, one problem. We're also going to see some showers out here. You can see that across portions of lower Michigan. We're going to be looking for more rain tracking up through the day. Indianapolis, some showers are possible for you right into the afternoon. We're going to take it out to above average readings again today, but again, fog to start, showers are possible in around the Great Lakes later. This one Monday in particular, probably hard to get started on after losing that hour of sleep. We'll get you out the door today and then get you through the week so you can plan next weekend, which starts spring, by the way. Next Sunday is the first day officially of astronomical spring. Today's forecast, the east, of course, is active. The west is very active, too. And what a windstorm we had over the weekend in the northwest. That system on the move today. Finally, we get a break in Seattle by tomorrow. And then we track as we get into the end of the week. Temperatures going back up above average in the northeast. Could be a couple of showers here and there. A pretty active week, although it's no one big storm system to focus on. It's going to be these little disturbances that roll on through. By Friday, you can see into the northeast, there may be some spots that get some cooler air in place. That's going to be the story across the plains as we get into Sunday morning. Get ready. There's finally going to be a shot of some cooler below average air coming in. Dallas, look at your forecast. It's dry, but you do have temperatures only in the 60s for highs. That rain, as that system is going to be moving into northeast by Sunday. And welcome back, everyone. It is 19 minutes past the hour, and we should give some time since daylight savings time is on here, guys. It is, let's see, 5:19 in the east, 4:19 in
we've been talking about how tough it's been to spring forward this morning for a lot of us. So you may have the fog of the mind, and when you walk outside this morning, you also are going to see the fog out there because we've got 17 million people under fog advisory. St. Louis, you're in this. Chicago, you can notice the low clouds. No dense fog advisory there, but along Lake Michigan, right?
Yeah, there's certainly going to be some, I think, right near the lakeshore. And then we still have 4-mile visibility at the airport. And that's, well, it's not, impossible for travel. It still will make it tough. I'm sure there's patchy fog in spots. We have a lot of it really stretching from North Dakota straight down. Yeah. Welcome back to AMHQ Early. It is 29 minutes past the hour. And today we're keeping an eye on the chance again for severe weather. We also have the potential flooding problem still ongoing in the south. Let's go first to severe
of them while she's blow drying them, so their fur is always blowing
out like that. Yeah.
But boy, that is a sturdy little Pomeranian because with winds gusting that high, which I doubt they were gusting at 50 at that point because then it'll blow right over.
Right. But they had some strong winds.
But to stand that way, that's crazy.
There's your Monday motivation right there. That'll put a smile on your face. Let's get you out there to some other big weather that we're tracking today. We could see winds, and they won't have you smiling today. We've got the risk for storms, possible strong winds, possible hail. There's an isolated tornado risk. It's really not very high here today across portions of the Carolinas, back into Kentucky, even up to Virginia we're watching as well. All right, so this area right here in the red zone for today, that disturbance that caused the severe weather in Arkansas yesterday, a potent little thing, which really is pretty fierce, that is moving here across portions of the mid-Atlantic. And so that's what will help get some of these thunderstorms going. There's, decent moisture in place. Dew points in Charlotte, in the low 60s, very foggy to start your day. That's kind of going to set the stage as this thing right here, let me get my telestrator on, this thing right here is going to be moving on in. So that tracks east, and we see that trigger those showers and storms for today. We're going to time it out because we do have some thunderstorms this morning, which have been weakening, mainly across parts of Kentucky. You can see thunderstorms there, also down near Tupelo. We've got these thunderstorms, which are likely very loud, waking you up this morning. There's a lot of lightning in this area, and no doubt putting down some heavier rain as well. These are tracking east, not expecting severe severe weather in the first half of today. As we get you into the afternoon, timing it out after lunchtime now, we'll see more storms start to fire, first in East Tennessee, and then these, especially later this afternoon and early evening, that are going to pop across western North Carolina, down into South Carolina, Greenville, Spartanburg. You're all in the mix. Roanoke in the mix as well for thunderstorms through the evening. We track that all east. D.C., by the time this all gets to you tomorrow morning, it's just some rain showers tracking on in. But timing it out for Roanoke, as you can see, most of your day, your first half of the day will be dry. Thunderstorms move in after about 3 o'clock, especially after the dinner hour into the evening. You know, tough enough to get the kids to bed these days right now with the daylight sticking around an hour later. Add thunderstorms and loud thunder to the mix, Anna Riddis, and it's, you know, gets even tougher.
You're talking about dew points. Nashville and Atlanta known